Hello, how are you guys doing today? My name is Anima, and today we've got a post-commentated Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle for you all, this time against Alex. Hi Alex, thank you so much for the battle. This happened on my stream, which is twitch.tv/anima.tv, by the way, for those of you who don't know, And yeah, it was a real blast, I really did enjoy it. This is an NU tier match for those of you who do not recognize the tier of the Pokemon currently displayed. And yeah, it was pretty fun. There'll be a question of the day at the end of the video. I'll remind you that the like button exists, but what you do with that information is completely up to you. You can make your decisions about this like button at the end of the video after watching, or you could be a complete and utter rebel and massage that like button for me right now. And honestly, I wouldn't mind. I'd be quite excited by that. So, Alex, let me know your links and stuff so I can put you in the description if you would like that. And let's get this show on the road. Huzzah! Alex is going to issue the challenge. I decide to lead with Beast to get up my Stealth Rocks, noticing my opponent does not have a spinner. Out comes Electros. I'm kind of scared of this thing because it can pack knockoff and all that kind of horrible jazz. Electros is a very good Pokemon. I know you're making a face because Electros is RU and so is Cobalion, in fact. But don't worry, I mess up my tiers sometimes, and this is on stream, so I was like, you know what, it's totally fine. Thankfully, my opponent just goes for the Volt Switch, and my Beast is completely able to take that, but out comes Cacturne. I was paranoid of losing my Uxie this early on, even though I have the U-turn, which would have been 4 times super effective and completely destructive and amazing. But we just switch into 3-Finger Bob to play on the safe side, and he goes to the Swords Dance, taking this wonderful opportunity. I really could have done a lot of damage to him just then, and then possibly killed him with the fake out from 3-Finger Bob, but no, we are just going to go into 3-Finger Bob and get Sucker Punch, which is going to do over a half. Holy crap, what is a resistance to a +2 Life Orb Cacturne? But even so, we're able to retaliate with a close combat, taking this thing clean out. 3-Finger Bob does not fuck around with his gigantic hands. God, honestly, Hariyama's hands are hilarious. I really love them. We've got a 3-finger theme running through this team at the moment with Hariyama and Sorkin. I'm not really sure why. Anyway, out comes Electros. I do anticipate the Thunderbolt, and I want my Hariyama fairly healthy to deal with the Camerupt potentially. So I am going to switch into my Beast to take that Thunderbolt and retaliate with a Psychic. This is going to do sweet bugger all. So I do feel like this Electros is Assault Vested in some way. Assault Vested in some way, like it's strapped to its, I don't know, face, fins, like not really on its body, or just in some way, I don't know. Either way, we're in a bit of a we're in a bit of a checkmate right now. No, stalemate rather. Me going for Psychics and him going for T-Bolts. Ultimately, he is going to come out on top of this, but I really just wanted to weaken this Electros to put it in range for my other Pokemon to be able to take it out. He's going to go for the Giga Drain as the final blow on my Uxie, just trying to snatch a little bit of health. Unfortunately, the Beast is going to go down, which is very deeply sad. Gonna go into Chop Suey here, and this was really kind of derpy on my behalf because out comes Cobalion, who wants to get that juicy, tasty, wonderful, delicious, nutritious, justified boost, and I go for Swords Dance. So thankfully we didn't fuck up completely, just a little bit. I don't have Brick Break or Low Kick. This is an Eviolite SD Chop Suey. And yeah, shit. So I'm gonna switch out because I can't touch this thing, and I'm gonna go out into Ice Bastard as my opponent goes for the Iron Head. So Ice Bastard, the Avalugg is back. I really love Ice Bastard. He's just like an old classic. I really love him. I really love him. So here's the Sacred Sword, which Avalugg is just going to devour, by the way. And I went for the Recover just to scout what he was going to do. And if he'd gone for close combat, I was hoping for the defense drop, and I could retaliate with an Earthquake afterwards. So my opponent is going to go for the Volt Switch just as I hit Earthquake. And this is fine, as long as he doesn't go out into anything which has Levitate, which 2 Pokemon on his team do. So yeah, I mean, cool. Out comes Weezing, and that thing is clearly floating off the ground, some magical levitating ball sack. I'm not really sure, but either way, it's going to get its Black Sludge. I'm going to get my lefties. It's faster than me. I can't really deal with this thing. In case it has Flamethrower or whatever, Avalugg's special defense is absolutely terrifyingly bad. So I switch into Astra, kind of expecting a Will-O-Wisp, but kind of just not really wanting to take a Flamethrower. But Will-O-Wisp was my opponent's best move. And this could have looked slick, like I had guts or something, but this Astra actually belongs to the Skyrander, and it catches everybody off guard. We're gonna go for a Choice Specs Boom Burst, whacking the Wheezing on the specially defensive side and just nuking it, basically. And that's wonderful. Astra is gonna go down, but oh my god, did Astra do its job. It's amazing. So we've weakened the Wheezing now, enough for Chop Suey to come in and pick up a cheeky kill, right? No! We're gonna Wheezing is so bulky, I always forget. I didn't want to go for a knockoff in case that cheeky Cabalion wanted to come in, but I should have just realized he wasn't going to do that. But either way, we're going to go for a knockoff on the second turn, and we're going to be able to take it out, which is, you know, it's really, really nice that it's taken out. And my opponent sees an opportunity for themselves here, so he's going to send in Camerupt, the shiny Camerupt, which looks so cute. Camerupt is so cute, the sleepy eyes, so sleepy. Gonna Mega Evolve and turn into a very, very angry triangle with a big M. Why the M? No one else has an M. Anyway, Chop Suey is gonna go for the Ice Punch. I just wanted some damage on this thing, but my opponent is gonna go for the Curse, and I was like, oh no, because setup just scares me in general. But this is obviously an opportunity for my opponent because I'm burnt, I can't really touch them, right? No, I am going to go for the Swords Dance, thinking they're going to curse again. And the point of my Swords Dance isn't really to try and kill this thing in earnest, but more to encourage my opponent to attack me and not just sit up and set curses up all over my face. So we're going to go for a +2 burnt Ice Punch. It's going to do bugger all, thanks to the curses and whatnot. But there's the Lava Plume. So this is what I wanted. I just wanted to pressure my opponent into attacking me, and that instead of setting up, and that worked out fine. So we're gonna go out to 3-Finger Bob, because 3-Finger Bob can take Lava Plumes from this thing, and that'll be alright. We're gonna go for the Close Combat after the Fake Out, doing a good chunk of damage. I was hoping that my opponent just went for the Lava Plume or something instead of like Earth Power. Thankfully they do go for Lava Plume. Earth Power would have been the better option because Hariyama's typically run Thick Fat. So, yeah, we're going to go for Close Combat on the follow-up, and it's going to knock out the Mega Camerupt. I really like Mega Camerupt. I really like Camerupt as a whole. I just think it's funny. I have a mixed one that I really, really enjoy. But yeah, out comes this Lantern, and I'm slightly afraid of Lantern, to be honest, because it's just a bit of a prick. Lantern's just really bulky. But not too hard to take down, So my logic with sending an Ice Bastard now, my last Pokemon are Ice Bastard and my Shinchan, my Sork. So I really wanted to just go for an EQ on this Lantern, just try and put it in range of my Sork's Close Combat. And yeah, we do manage to do a significant chunk of damage to it. As far as I'm concerned, Ice Bastard has done his job. We didn't take that Scald very well at all. As you can see, Avalugg really is not especially defensive, like in the least, but I really should invest in special defense, to be honest, because it's so physically defensive naturally that it's just not even funny. But here's the Citrus Berry. I went for Avalanche just in case my opponent wanted to switch into Electros. Yeah, I should have just kept going for EQ. I really should have just kept going for EQ. But yeah, that Citrus Berry scared me to death because I was like, oh my god, it's got quite a lot of health now, and it really just kind of cancelled all the work that Ice Bastard had even done. But regardless, we are going to go into Shinchan. There are no rocks, there are no spikes, there are no hazards on our side of the field that will break our sturdy, and the Lantern does protect itself from the Close Combat, but not from the second one. Oh my goodness, the carnage! This Close Combat is going to take out the Lantern clean in one hit. Ice Bastard definitely putting in a little bit of work there and helping to weaken it. Out comes the Electros. It really can't take a Close Combat from this range. And we're just going to go for it. Boom! Scarfed Adamant Sork, putting in work as always. Honestly, Sork is just such a wonderful Pokemon. Sturdy is a brilliant ability. It really is. It really, really is. That kind of free focus sash, really. So out comes the Cabalion, my opponent's last Pokemon. And Shinchan is just going to go for that Close Combat and finish off the game. Straight up one-shotting that thing. And that is going to be that, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much, Alex, for the battle. It really was a blast battling you on my stream. Let's get Facecam back on, ladies and gentlemen. I bet you missed this face. To be honest, I'm a little bit self-conscious because the lighting's not so good right now, and I look kind of tired. Like, it's very dramatic lighting. It's like It's giving me these big bags under my eyes, like I have bags under my eyes. I don't actually have bags under my eyes at all. I just have a bit of natural darkness anyway. Anyway, no one gives a shit. Right. Today's question of the day is, what is your favorite article of clothing? Me personally, my favorite article of clothing is a jumper that my girlfriend got for me. I don't actually wear it that much, but I really like it. It's really cool. It's super unique, and I don't think anyone in the world will ever have a jumper like this unless you go out and do it now that I've told you about it. It's got a painting on it, and I really love it. It's got like one of my favorite paintings ever. It's by somebody called I don't know how to say his name, but I love how the painting looks, but I've never heard anybody say the name out loud. I think he's Polish, so someone Polish, let me know how to pronounce this. I think it's Witold Pruskowski, something like that. And the painting is Falling Star, and I really like it. And basically it's that painting, but all over a jumper, and it looks so amazing. It looks so amazing. It is so cool. I'll try and wear it in a recording session or something, so you guys can see what it looks like. It's really cool looking. Google the painting if you want. It's, I wonder if I can make it appear really quickly. Okay. Maybe we'll try and make it just appear on the screen real quick, just so you can see what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, I love it. It's really cool, and it's really thoughtful as well, because I mentioned it was like my favorite painting, and then she just ran off and did this for me for Christmas one year, and I was like, man, she listens to me. And she got me this. Okay, not really related to clothes or anything, but look at this. Isn't it great? Oh my goodness. Stanley Sexbang, by the way, who, if you don't know what that is, please watch the Game Grumps, because Danny Sexbang is the most hilarious man in the universe. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your favorite article of clothing is, and if you don't particularly have a favorite article of clothing, just maybe what's your favorite thing that you have. This is only if you don't have a favorite article of clothing, by the way, so yes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye bye.